Hello, I'm Nick LeForce, the transformational poet and international NLP and hypnotherapy training. Today I want to talk about a poem called The Variable. Many people live at the whim of their inner world, the cluster of images, thoughts, sensations, feelings that appear and disappear throughout any given day inside of us. The beautiful thing about NLP is that it offers a set of refined distinctions and processes that allow us to manage our thoughts and feelings with relative ease. We can, with practice and intention, ferret out limiting beliefs and core filters and replace them with empowering beliefs and filters. We can use anchors to access resourceful states at will and ecologically shift internal representations to transform our doubts and concerns into allies. In other words, NLP provides unprecedented control over our own inner world. In my early days with NLP, I went through a particularly difficult time and sought out the help of Tom Condon, an Ericksonian hypnotherapist and Enneagram specialist. Tom noticed a pattern in my behavior of avoiding my feelings. He challenged me to feel my feelings directly rather than dissociating from them with a reframe or some other NLP technique. When I returned for the next session, still reframing my feelings, he offered a brilliant sleight of mouth intervention that shifted my internal world dramatically. He looked me carefully in the eye, saying slowly, "You've elevated denial to a way of life." Then, after a measured pause, he added, "That's perfectly okay if you want to live a shallow life." Now, accuse a poet of living a shallow life and you definitely hit a nerve. After that work, a friend without any NLP training noticed I had changed and described it by saying, "It's like you've become three-dimensional." And so I want to share this poem called The Variable, which is opening ourselves to experience what's happening inside of us with a frame of not knowing. The variable. Remember to sit with yourself daily and sink into states that you do not know how to bind, thoughts you cannot package and send off to others, moments you cannot dress up and take out for the day. Take time to walk out of step and step out of time through that narrow space between questions and answers into the abyss that we call life, where even if for an instant everything is possible, then spread that feeling like marmalade across your life. Let it sweeten your day. Let it be the variable in the equation of your habits that orchestrates little surprises every now and then, just enough to remind you that there is always more than you know. Now, what if we did take a moment every single day, maybe in the morning, maybe some points during the day when we're in transition, to just open ourselves up and be in that space of not knowing, open to whatever we're experiencing inside. Let it come and go. We might find that we eventually are able to open a space wide enough and deep enough to accept everything in our lives and in ourselves. And in our interactions with others, we might just be able to open that space wide enough and deep enough for whatever our client or the person we're sitting in front of needs to experience or has as an experience in that moment. And from that space, be able to say what comes from the heart. Speak what they are moved to speak. So may your day have that variable in the equation of opening to those moments when everything is possible. If you wish to contact me about this or other work, my email is nickleforce@me.com, and I look forward to seeing you the next round.